Alright, welcome back to Eyeball Shoulder Simulator. I'm your host Larry, and we're going to be farming toroids in Orb Vallis today. Later we're going to be going after some of those fissures for the event to explain how that whole thing works. Whether or not that's going to be in this video is yet unknown. But basically, for those who don't have the rep or the ability to go kill the giant terrifying spider things like this one up here, the best way to go and farm for toroids is to just go get a Necros and kill everybody in the vicinity with your bullets and your guns and all that fun stuff. You go to some of these different areas like the spaceport or Nef Anyo's statue, or which one is this one? The enrichment lab?
Enrichment lab.
Yeah. You go to the fancy big like underground facilities and eventually, if you farm there long enough, they'll start to drop toroids. Also, I think the bug on the roof is gonna start shooting at us soon. Oh wait, no, that's that stupid turret. And then eventually they'll start getting like more and more pissed off at you as you get higher wanted levels, and magic happens. You don't need a shit ton of toroids initially to craft stuff, but I think it's the only way you can really level your rep up with that other faction that hunts the spiders is by, surprise, surprise, killing spiders. But that's kind of a pain in the butt, so yeah. It is really dark in here.
Yep.
Like, obscenely dark. So we're just gonna pick a corner and murderize things until they bring friends to deal with us, essentially. For those who might be newer to Warframe and they're just diving in because they joined their friends for like the big Fortuna update like a lot of people did with the Plains of Eidolon, the general gist of farming in this game is you go to a place and you murder the things. The place might be a different map, or it might be a location in a larger area like this or the Plains of Eidolon. And you have a Necros and they convert the corpsey bits into additional dropped items, and it's fancy. I'm playing Nidus for no other reason than I like to be lazy, stomp the yard, and not die. Because this place sucks a little bit. Sheik is a very old veteran of this game, so he's got like every frame and then some. Where are you, Sheik? There you are.
I'm trying to get... There's a beacon. Alright, we're good.
Alright, I'm gonna start building my stacks. I think I'm still using the coloration from the Hilda frame, but that's fine. Oh yeah, this is what I like about the enrichment lab a lot, is that they literally are researching eidolons and sentient stuff, so that they can use it to probably murderize everybody and or sell it to other people. Probably more the second rather than the first. The Corpus don't tend to engage in warfare if they think it won't benefit them. I don't know that we've ever farmed inside of here before, have we?
We have.
It's like... I guess we probably just did it in this room. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Just a nice big group of things. And... it looks like my stomps don't affect these beacons, unlike my Ignis, so hell yeah. The thing I dislike is that these dudes with the melee weapons will get right up in my face and prevent me from stomping the yard, and that just won't do. That's what the tentacles are for. You know what, Japan? I take it back. I take back every bad thing I've ever said about you. You guys in the tentacles, you got this whole thing figured out. Alright, we got 2 Calda toroids right here in this room. We didn't grab them yet. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, they got a little closure. Some of the puppies from this world, like the raccoon anteater puppies. I'm already getting to the point where I'm not entirely certain with some of these guys having shield sentinels guarding them, which ones belong to us and which ones are enemies. Probably just gonna start stabbing everybody with my sword. That worked in medieval times, right? If in doubt, stab them real good.
Yeah.
Only a slight amount of lag, but that's fine. Completely manageable. Ow. The flingy little things are gonna become a real charmer in a minute in this small space. We were farming earlier at the spaceport, and that's got a bunch of wide open hangar areas like you'd imagine a spaceport would have for shipping cargo, but this is a science facility. I feel like you're not supposed to play knifey butthole in here. Traditionally. Not that I think we were ever wholly concerned with tradition here at the Chupacabra's lair. So, what do you think about the new event, Sheik? What do you think that's leading up to? Just opening up a new boss to kill for Toroids, plus parts?
Yeah, actually. That's where you get the new frame.
Yeah.
There is also a new Toroid. I saw it from the turn-in screen with the Voxelaris.
Okay. Might have to go look at that before we end out this episode. So basically, for those who might not know, or might be just watching just this video about where to get Toroids, and might not be paying attention like I often don't do, there is currently an event on to seal up some, like, lava cracks in Orb Vallis. And when you're doing that, eventually the idea is the spider that you steal the cooling units from will eventually be able to, you can kill it, and it drops the different parts for the new Warframe and also one of these new robot Toroid cores. Some new little boss thing. Not entirely certain what you need to do to kill it. Typically when you kill one of those spider things, you have to have a fully leveled Arcwing gun and have unlocked all the reps so that you can get the device that lets you use it on your regular Warframe, sans the whole Arcwing bit. And then you use a bunch of different ones in a group to murder its face off. It's quite a process. But if you're supposed to use this to get access to a new frame, which is pretty fun that I've already tried out, I don't know if they're going to force you to do that, but they might. Which might mean that I have to farm a bit this weekend before I'm able to do that. I'm not terribly far off, and they are having a bonus to loot and stuff, so that might be a good time to do it.
Where are the enemies?
I think because I moved, they're not spawning in this room anymore. I hear them. Are they upstairs?
No, those are my shadows.
Those are your... yeah, those are your minions. Here they are! They're dying to your minions so fast that I can't really do anything to them. Which is an oddly okay problem to have, I suppose. Maybe there's a better room that we could set up in, that they kind of cluster for us.
Oh. We can go outside. As long as we stay somewhat near this place, they'll still spawn.
As long as we don't get shot by the orb outside? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep.
I do like the aesthetics of this particular building because God knows Nefanyo is such a humble man. I mean, Void knows. Sorry, don't want to use the wrong terminology here. Where does hold on? So because this place is so very symmetrical inside, where does that other door go? Like, there's a door over here that's like sealed shut. I have no idea where it's supposed to go. It's like it's not meant to go anywhere, but conceptually it must. Let me just build up my stacks. Oh, did you get more things?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're right over there. So yeah, randomly when you're doing Nightwave, you can fight prisoners and collect them like a capture target. And they function the exact same way as normal. You just shoot them, and you get some free rep. And then Nightwave makes me feel like I'm in an old LA Noire type setting. Where it's like, you get that guy face down in like a puddle somewhere after a shootout. It's like, I bet you wonder how I got here. And the answer is, it wasn't anything to do with an investigation. I just have a very bizarre addiction to tickling competitions, and I'm tired. And you're like, wait, what? Did you ever hear about the competitive tickling league and how fucked up that was, Sheik?
Wait, there's a competitive tickling league?
So there is absolutely not a competitive tickling league. There is a guy who has a fetish for that, who has a lot of money, who has been getting people to come be pretend like they can like fight it out and getting tickled. And people found out when they asked for the embarrassing videos of them, you know, doing competitive tickling to be removed, he would proceed to harass and, you know, go after them and try to make their life a living hell for no other reason than he wanted to keep these weird videos up on the internet. And it's not like he's, like, done this once or twice. Like, it's such an issue that when the people who made this little documentary about it contacted his sibling, she's just like, oh lord, is he doing that again? Like, it's just such a common occurrence for him that she's just like, I'll talk to him. This is dumb.
Oh god, not again.
It's just like, calls him up on the phone. Clarence, what did I say about making the tickling videos? Mom and Dad are gonna be very disappointed in you, young man. You're just like, wow. It's funny. That's all you can really say about it. I love that these, when I first started playing this game, and like they released Rhino, that was the last frame before I quit playing originally. Like, the Jackal was this big, scary thing. Now it's just freaking trash in Orb Vallis, and it just tickles me pink about that. It's just too funny. It's like classic video game style. Remember how this was a boss? Well, now it's just standard trash. We've actually had a better...
Good.
Oh, I was gonna say, we actually had a better drop out here than we did inside.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, the sergeant is still, certified trash.
I feel like that's because they just didn't feel like making a new boss at the time, and now they just never will, because it's kind of become a meme unto itself.
Well, the sergeant took, Nathaniel's spot.
Yeah, Nathaniel was originally just supposed to be low-level capitalist boss, like, murder trash.
Yeah, but then they elevated him.
Then, no, the Void raised him up.
Yeah, that.
You gotta go with the proper brainwashing techniques. It's all about the propaganda sheet. Oh, I must blow that ship up, no! Damn it! Alright, well, anyway. That didn't quite go as planned. I wanted to blow up the spaceship of Matron. Ow. Wait, I actually have shields right now. What is giving me a small shield? Oh, it was one of these guys. The shield breaking noise is not one that I'm typically accustomed to hearing when I play Nidus. So every time I hear it, I'm just like, wait, what? So how many Toroids do you typically like from one of these? Since we're doing double drops, it's a good time to farm, because we got a resource boost attached to the event. Do you just want, like, 12?
I mean, I have 16 right now.
Do
I
you?
have another resource booster.
You're boosting, and while you boost, you crazy person.
Yeah.
I don't really have a use for these until I can build Garuda. And since I'm missing the reputation I need to purchase the gem cutting patterns, yeah. I'm just here to be along for the ride and get them for later. Preparation, that's the one. A good Warframe scout is always prepared. Or willing to go homicide half a planet in order to find the contents of Nefanio's junk drawer in Toroids. Where did my tentacle just go? That was weird. Sometimes when you shoot your tentacle grabby from a distance, it'll just disappear. I have no idea why. Hey, buddy! Mind if I drop in for a quick stab? I am thoroughly enjoying the new melee, by the way. Being able to quickly just stab things and do combos without having to swap weapons completely is just the best.
It is indeed great.
As I get flung mid combo, just like, eh. Hold still. Trying to stab you, Bursa thing. And it's a great way to get around, too, in combat. Just, like, zip across the time and space. There we go. Boom goes the dynamite. Not really even sure half the time which ones are yours and which ones aren't, even still. Because, like, I know yours are yellow, but sometimes when you look away, you get this visual bug where they just look like regular minions that happen to have a yellow tether to them.
And at that point, you don't know if it's Trinity or Necros.
Yeah.
Hey,
At that point, I just start viciously stabbing the entirety of the surroundings and hoping for the best. You know. I really like it when these other guys do their little jumping leap attack, and then I just grab them back with the tentacle. Tentacle. I feel like I could turn like a Spishak commercial into a tentacle commercial. Or remember the MyPillow.com jingle? For the best tentacle yank in the whole wide world, just call Nidus.
I don't think My Pillow was around my area.
My Pillow is actually right over in like Wisconsin or Minnesota or something. You just it's just sold anywhere in the United States. You just order one and they mail it to you. The guy who started the company, I guess, used to be involved with Crime Time, and he was on the cocaines or something, and then he got better and made a company, and that's why he's, you know, fancy for people to point to and be like, look, a success story. He puts his pants on one powdered, dusty leg at a time, just like us, and then he sniffs them because there's some leftover residue. Yeah, something like that works just fine. That's just my headcanon now. And the nice thing is we can literally just swap right into doing those rifts too. 'Cause we're right here. Probably switch frames though. Gotta have like a frost to defend the little thingamajigger.
Eh, we can get away without one.
You think? What
Yeah.
if maybe if I did Trinity and you did Mesa?
We could.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't really care what frames we use. You know which ones I've got actually built, so. Which is to say, a few key ones that tend to be used for literally everything.
Let's get one more and then
Alright.
switch to that.
Sounds like a plan, short man. No, come back, dropship. I just want to kill your occupants! No! So rude. There we go. I feel like at some point when they add railjacking, we might have to deal with, like, battleships cruising around overhead as we do Orb Vallis.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree. There's one. Away we go! Where we stop, nobody knows. Only takes us about 20 minutes to farm this many right now. That's not too bad. Back to everyone's favorite smokestack, Fortuna! Yay!
Oh, we're going there.
Unless you wanted to immediately just start doing, rifts.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, let's do that. We'll do that next episode, because this is already, like, 20 minutes long, and I don't want to, like, upload an hour-long thing of 2 different topics. It's a little more complicated than necessary. So we'll do that next time. Bye, everybody!